so get it together. Also, like, what the fuck? My computer is completely unresponsive. I was gonna get high, but this is kind of bumming me out. I really want to know if it's because I said kill myself on the live. Is that why? I said it like 3 times, and I very much did not intend on committing any acts of harm against myself, so I need my computer back. Like, craziness. It's just totally unresponsive. I have to suffocate my computer. Ah, I held the button down. Okay, I'm gonna turn it back on. My computer's really hot. Like, really hot. Is there any way for me to edit this? No. Okay, well, whatever. I'm still here. Sorry to those who were on my live and we were having a good, great conversation and it cut off. I can't remember where I left off. I said something about kill myself, and then the thing cut off, which, oh yeah, like the censorship of things, because like unalive and grape and what other stupid, like the censorship on the internet thing is just really weird. It's just really weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the it feels like they're turning the internet into, it's like either a place for sex or a place for kids. I don't understand that. Like, how can the internet be those two things, right? You can't say certain words because children are online, but also there's like buttholes and titties every fucking where. Like, where's the boundary? Because it doesn't really seem like there is one. And I'm really tired of the whole like, there's children being said. No. What? That's so random. Oh wow, there's like 4 people in here. What the hell? Salutations to you good folks. For some money. I don't take requests unless it's for money, you know, an offering for an offering kind of thing. But I never understand that. Like, even when when there was, you know, when the internet really started to boom and there was a lot of kids online, just, you know, when they asked for a parent's permission, which was just checking a little box that didn't do anything, didn't mean anything, didn't stop anything. It's like all of a sudden now we're online and we can't even say certain words. It's like, could you imagine watching a documentary and they like censored all of the words that kind of tell you the story or let you know what's happening? Like, if they censor out the word murder and kill all the time, it's not really going to, that doesn't change the words from being what they are. Also, I don't know who this is, but you're really annoying. Oh wait, no, I don't want to remove your message. I want you to get off my channel. Hello. Stop yapping and tell where you're from. Why the fuck do you need to know where I'm from? We're on the internet. Weird. Oh, hi, friend. I don't know. Also, why the fuck all of a sudden are there so many people in my live when I was just on my computer, it was dead? Also, my computer stopped. Literally stopped completely. Hi. Nice to see you. I am just a kid. Why are you here? How old are you? You can't be under 18 and be on my channel. Whoa, racist bitches don't get to be on here either, dude. Like, what kind of dastardly stupid thing to say? Just so that the chat knows. Oh, I'm sure you guys fucking saw that. Dude's talking about, why do all black people want to be entertainers? Why not get a real job? What? What the fuck does that mean? What's a real job, buddy? What you want to do, huh? What you want to do? We can put you to work. Shit. Go work a real job for my fucking bills. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I am 8. I feel like you shouldn't be on here if you're 8. I can't think about that. Yeah, no. Also, I think it's beautiful to be able to get people the fuck off the channel. You're my favorite transgender streamer. Don't let the haters drag you down. LOL. I wish I was transgender for that to hit in a spot that resonated with me, but it doesn't. It's just kind of fucking funny. Oh, it's just kind of funny. Do you prefer white or dark chocolate? What does that mean? What does that mean? Chocolate is one thing, chocolate is another thing, chocolate is another thing. Got him. Like, what? There is entirely. See, and then you get online and then there's other people and like not weirdos, because I'm fine with weirdos, but like just creepy people. And they're everywhere. It's like, what? I can't say suicide, but weird fucking people get to be on the internet? Like, how? What type of bullshit is that? Because kids are online. Like, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. That's so fucking stupid. No, I don't have a belly button piercing. Nothing goes. I go through the metal detector. That's all that happens. I don't know what you just said. You said prove it, but I don't really know what you meant. Oh, do I have a belly button? I'm not gonna fucking prove it. I don't have to prove shit to you. Bro said suicide reported. If that's really how you feel, then I don't know what I reported. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know. Does that scare you? Are you afraid of those words? Are you afraid? Thank you so much. West Coast girl, right? Absolutely not. Why? Okay, now you gotta go. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, ugh. But I don't be mad at it. Like, I love getting people the fuck out of my space where they don't need to be. By Tony. Literally, I love getting people the fuck out of my space where they don't need to be. There are no more kids in here, right? Because I'm gonna go do some drugs. I'm gonna smoke some weed. Also, I've been twisting this up. Don't know what it is. It kind of looks like a little penis. It kind of looks like a little penis. No what? No what? The placement of those piercings. Oh, why, thank you. I planned it very intentionally. I just took out my septum piercing not that long ago. And speaking of that, let me make sure. I took the jewelry out and I traveled without being able to grab it. Free my man Tony, he did nothing wrong. Tony's a fucking weirdo. I'm gonna figure out if this piercing is still open. Oh, cool. Okay. You look very artful. Tony definitely did do something wrong. He was super weird. No, Tony asked me if I had my nips pierced. That's none of Tony's business. You weren't mad at my chat, that's good. I mean, don't remind me, because if I go back and look and it's something I don't want to see again, I'm definitely gonna get rid of it. And you. I feel like people want other people to have boundaries as flimsy as theirs are, and then when people don't have flimsy boundaries like that, they get upset, and that's literally it. And then I don't know. You want everybody to feel as shitty as you feel all the time? No thanks, bub. That doesn't sound real. Did you fart today? Why do you keep asking me that? Are you full of farts? Are you dying for farts? What do you need some? Somebody sell this person some fucking farts. Dude! Save that life a little quieter, man. Okay, but see, people think they can say whatever the fuck they want on the internet because the people who can say whatever the fuck they want on the internet are the weird motherfucking people. But everybody else can't say whatever they want on the fucking internet. You see? We just tied it right back to the fucking theme. Why the fuck do weird people get to be so unsolicited in their behavior online? Like, they just jump on people. Just to fucking attack people. Weird people come out of nowhere and just bombard them with all types of weird shit. Like, and then all of a sudden, You got to start kicking people out and telling them they can't say shit. Like, you think because I care about free speech, I want to hear everything you have to say? That's not right. That's not right. That goes for Tony too. Goes for Tony too. What does that say? Because they shouldn't say anything to you about it. Just asking. I don't know what you just said. Why are people buying farts? Hold on. I can't see. Now you're asking me if my nipples are pierced? That's none of your business. But you know what? I pierce nipples. So why don't you come on down to my nipple piercing palace and I'll pierce your nipples for a pretty penny. Like what? The fuck? Are you trying to get some work done? I don't understand it. She low-key loves the attention though. She bad. Like what the fuck are y'all talking about? I'm gonna get rid of you too, dude. I'm gonna get rid of you too. I was out here minding my beautiful ass business. Talking about some real shit as always. That's what I commonly like to do. Vibing, about to smoke some weeds. And fuck, what else? Oh right, I was talking about why I'm not gonna do my business the way that I've been doing it. Oh, and even then, to finish that topic off, like basically the end of the conclusion is I'm not gonna make things to sell anymore. In this world, also in this world that doesn't value people who hand make individual items as much as it should be, like, what? I don't even be looking down there, dude. What the fuck are y'all talking about? So are they pierced? Daddy is back, LOL. That's so funny. Do you think asking me the same question I didn't answer would make me answer the same question asked a different way? I just want to know. Who subscribed to my channel? Who subscribed to my channel? Whoever subscribed to my channel, expose yourself. You have a name that's very suspicious of a person I would like to block. Let me make sure there's no personal business. I'll turn this way. There's like, I gotta advocate for comfortable seating out here because it's a fucking no. It's a fucking no for me, dude. I don't know what just happened. I don't know why my chat just blew up so quick like that. And I say blew up, there was like 30 people in here. That's a lot. Y'all talk too much. There's a mosquito trying to get my blood. Ugh, being delicious, so hard. What the fuck? I need blowing your brains out. Triggered the argument. I don't know why. What did I even do? What did I even do? I've been doing the same shit. I was talking about the weird horny niggas and all of a sudden they came out of no, my future wife. You better stop it. You're treading very tedious waters of getting kicked out of my group, out of my chat. Not like, you know, I feel like everybody has a little bubble they get to kick people out of. Even if, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's like Beetlejuice. I know, right? No, seriously. That's, honestly, I'm not mad at that. Because I love, like I said, I love getting people the fuck up out of my space. And it's so weird. This person, bro. You won't kick me out because you love me. It's exactly what's going to get you kicked out. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Yuck. I don't like when people try to make their sicko version of fun supposed to be like the right version of fun. And if you're not doing it the way that they like to do fun, then you're the one that's boring and wrong. Not this person continuously coming back to my channel. And then there's people who don't have a life. You know, that's no shade. Not everybody needs to have a life. But like, keep your no life having ass away from me. You should podcast, then you can bypass the windows entirely. Honestly, I want to do a podcast and I don't know how. I know I look young. And I know I'm wise and sensible. But I am not technologically savvy. Oh, as I try to prop up my fucking phone on a notebook. Past 10 minutes, you're just complaining on the views, not the fifth. I don't make useful content. See, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. Even the word content grinds my gears. Get a fucking grip. I'm not here to entertain any goddamn body. I am a body. I be and I be being. I'm not here to fucking make anybody happy. I'm not here to be entertaining. Now, mind you, I'm entertaining any fucking way. But bitch, I don't deliver content like DoorDash. Just go. And people don't like to get gone. So I like to remove them. Remove them. Now, if anybody say anything weird, I swear to God. I swear to God. Bro, didn't I kick you out? Kinda thick though. Thick like your skull. Fool didn't even spell you right. I don't want to waste the time making a video. Bye. Dude. Ooh. Can I make people moderator so you can kick out these weird people for me? Please. Because I don't have my glasses on. I don't feel like doing this to zoom in and go on all these people's faces. Fuck. Also, how am I going to... I can't hit my bong when you guys are saying stupid shit I don't want to see. Like, stop saying stupid shit I don't want to see. Stop saying shit unprompted that nobody wants to hear. I love how quiet. There's like not a single message. I'm gonna hit my fucking bong now. Who just said something? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna make you my fucking moderator. How do I do that? I'm an old lady, I gotta wait. At least you something gave me a better to do something. Do you wanna be here? If you wanna be here, I'll kick you out. If you don't wanna be here, just leave on your own. Like what? Shut the fuck up so I can take my fucking bong hit. Also, I gotta say, something I've experienced. This is another thing that goes to the point of what I was talking about with the business thing, right? I don't like being on social media because I think that I'm hot. I don't give a fuck. Who agrees? I think that I'm hot. I turn myself on. But I respect me. I respect me enough to let me be beautiful and flourish like a tornado or a raging fire. I don't get in the way and be like, damn fire, you're so hot. But that's what it's like, you know? We all blame the fire for ravaging lives, but maybe some lives, like the people who run up into the fire and get all up in its business and try to ask it if its nipples are pierced and all this other personal shit that it doesn't need to know and none of its business, then they get burned and oh no, fire is bad because it's too hot. Like, let's use some common fucking thinking, some common sense, like what? Shout out for my lady having a smoke. I love it. Also, I'm not going to be smoking weed for forever. I'm about to stop because I don't like... I feel like it's a respect thing. It's a respect thing. Y'all are okay with a lot of forms of disrespect. And not only am I not inviting it into my space, it's so fucking annoying. It's just so fucking annoying. It's just so fucking annoying. Like, have you ever done something that you can't enjoy because people keep fucking it up for you? That's a lot of what it's like. Like, think about weed right now. Think about weed right now before I hit this. Is it the same as even weed 3 fucking years ago? No. Nope. 5 years ago, 6 years ago? No. When nobody knew about it? No. When everybody used to lie and hide about it? No. Nope. Just like food isn't the same food it was. Just like we don't even know if fucking water is as water as they say it is in the motherfucking bottle because half of the water has ingredients. Bye, bitch. Why even announce that you're leaving? Just go. But yeah, like, smoking weed isn't fun. Just the same way that doing my art isn't even fun for me anymore because it's so much doing and so much less of the enjoying of what's done. I can't just enjoy what's done. There's so much doing to it. There's so much do. Like, fuck. Ugh. even just, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm hitting my goddamn weed though. Okay, so like, it's a lot of respect, as in, I know a lot of people wouldn't smoke weed in environments that they view differently. Like, I say that as like, just, I've noticed that people treat people they respect a little different, and then when people find out you smoke weed, they kind of feel this sense of like familiarity with you that is super unprompted and based on absolutely not shit other than some fucking oregano. Like, I don't know. I don't like how comfortable people feel. Like, it's like, no shade, but it's like, if you do crack around other crackheads, that makes sense when they're like comfortable doing crack around you, kind of a thing. I don't like how comfortable people are being out of their mind around me, especially when they find out I smoke weed. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I've never in my life had anybody offer me drugs or do any, like, you want some of this, until I smoked weed around somebody for like openly for the first time. And it's like, I'm not shooting up, I don't snort coke, I just started smoking weed, like, but it's already been so far removed from me being able to enjoy it because, like, you vend at an event, they don't want to get you any food or water or anything to drink, but they'll give you a fucking pre-roll. You come to an event, you pay all this money, and you don't even get to do anything for free other than get a little pre-roll. And, everybody's smoking weed, and all their shit has, like, everybody's smoking tobacco, so you're not just smoking weed anymore. Everybody's got to hit a blunt, and it's always blowing in your fucking face, and everybody's head always hurts, and everybody's stomach always hurts, and everybody's out of their fucking mind, and everybody's always got to do shrooms. It's just wild. But it doesn't even matter because weed in the fucking weed store isn't even as weed as it fucking used to be. It's like what? I don't want to be involved. I just don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be. Somebody asked me where to get cocaine from, and I'm like, why the fuck would you ask me that? Like, you would not ask me that. You would not ask me that. It wasn't until I started smoking weed I found out how much drugs people are actually doing. When I didn't smoke weed, totally oblivious. I had only ever seen people light a cigarette around me. But like, as soon as I started smoking weed, not even just around other people, but like smelling like weed, people had just gotten so comfortable with being like the way that they are in my space. And I feel like I don't like that, because when I'm around strangers, I don't give a fuck what you do. Bitch, we all eat chicken. We all fucking, we all drink water. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be super duper like, we're homies now. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. And also, it's not any type of actual community. It's like enabling energy, and I don't like that shit either. I'm gonna read some of what the fuck y'all said. Currently have my dad hooked up to my bong. Get toasted, lady. It's your channel. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get high and don't share with coworkers either. Smokers. Okay, but like, even that part, like, people, I noticed that people will be like, oh yeah, I smoke weed, I don't care. And then when they go to job, they're like, well, I don't want those people to know. I don't want them to smell like, I don't want to, like people putting red or drops in their eyes and shit. It's like, you don't give a fuck how you conduct yourself in your space with me because I smoke weed. But around other people, you're like, oh God, let me make sure I don't have any weed on me. Don't smell like any weed. I don't look like a weed doer. It's like, I just don't like it when people have flimsy morals. Because I smoke weed. I smoke weed right now. I don't smoke weed around certain people and then pretend I don't smoke weed around other people. I don't, if I smoked weed, I'm at a place where, like, I smoke weed. I wouldn't work a job and try to pretend like I don't get high for their respect. Do you get where I'm going with this? Does it make sense? I felt like I had to talk in a circle for it to kind of get there, but I just don't like that shit. Oh, that sucks. I've never gone to an event. If this is I don't ever want to go. That sounds like people are, but especially with people who vape. Luckily, I've had enough people in my circle that vape and they ask first, hey, do you mind if I vape in your car? Hey, do you mind if I vape in your home? I don't like how comfortable people are even with the vape things. Like, why the fuck do you think, because it's vapor, that you get to just blow that shit in everybody's face? Like, what? And also, why do you think that because I smoke weed, I'm gonna be okay with you blowing your vapor all in my goddamn face? Like, what? I don't like smoking weed and being around people who smoke cigarettes and they just light their cigarette in this small bubble. Like, no, you gotta have your conversation over there. I can't take that shit. Like, respect me. Respect us, you know? It's not just you and I. This is us. We're having a conversation. We're here together. Respect us right now and keep that to yourself. That's really what I want to tell people. Like, respect us a little more. That's what I'm gonna start telling people. Because it's really not so much about how I feel in the environment, even going to. Also, I don't want anything that I express from my perspective to alter anyone else's experience of that like situation or environment or your perspective, especially if it's not something you've been around. There's just certain things that I notice that I don't like, you know, because I notice that it's increasing. Just kind of like how, you know, me telling somebody to use my email, they look at me like it's some weird fucking taboo. I mean, even when I tell people I don't want to smoke forever, they're like, I say I want to stop smoking, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna stop to take a little couple months, and I'm like, no, I want to like stop. I don't want to smoke forever. You know, I don't want to smoke forever. I don't feel the need to smoke forever. You know, also, I don't like being around people that look at me and they're like, oh, you're so high, you're high as fuck, and it's like we were all smoking weed. I don't like the way you're engaging with me based off of your perception of me doing this thing that I'm doing. I know I have self-control. I know I'm cool. But people be like, you're so high, you're so crazy. It's because you're high, aren't you? It's like, no, I'm fine. You're a little out of it, but I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, no. When they said that weed was a gateway drug, I didn't understand how that connected, but I get it now. I really get it now. I really, really get it now. It's like how we had MySpace and, you know, people were AOLing for so long, and then Facebook happened, and then Instagram happened, and all this other shit started to kick off, and people are on these social media platforms, and now nobody can get off of TikTok. It's like, okay, sure. If everybody would have been on their fucking email, we wouldn't be having this TikTok crisis, I'm sure. But now, nobody knows what the fuck email is. Even when I say it, I look like a crazy person. It's like telling somebody to call me. They look like I just slayed their favorite sheep. Also, even the weirdos, like, they're weird as fuck, and then they're super chill when you smoke. It's like, no, dude, you're a fucking pervert. You're a weirdo, you're a predator, you're all of the weird things, right? You're not cool because you get high. That's really bad. Oh, you guys are, let's see, how many people we got in here? 4 people? Hey, what's up, people? Who's in here? How old is everybody? I didn't even get a chance to ask that. There were so many people in here, and there was a fucking 8-year-old in here. I had to kick him out. Also, I'm not mad at the... I don't like censorship online, and I want people to say assault and sexual and suicide when the words are relevant, instead of the candy coating bullshit. I don't like that. But I just feel like they should have made like a separate internet for kids. I don't know. Like, there should be an internet for the parents who have kids, not just here's the internet. Let's hide all this shit so the kids don't see it. But like, it's all on the internet. Make like a pseudo internet for the kids to get on. I don't know. You know how they have those like colorful laptops that don't really do anything? Like, make one of those that is on its own little web. Not like kids really need to be talking to each other or anybody, but you know. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun, like playing Among Us and using the open chat versus the little blah 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 chat. It's fun, you know. A little boost for morale. It's cute. Now, even if I were to smoking weed, I gotta say, I feel like I would probably grow it, or like, it's a medicinal tool. I'm not mad at it. I just don't like the environment around it. I don't like it. I didn't like it before I started smoking. The commonality of people smoking weed. I miss when it was more of a taboo. I think I would have been really excited to smoke taboo weed that people weren't supposed to know you had, and you know, it's gotten so farmed. I'm a little like uninterested now. Good to see you. I suspected. You were hanging back while the chat started fucking blowing up. Man, you ever get bit by one mosquito and all of a sudden you gotta obsessively look at your legs and check for bugs? Obsessively. I feel like they're still biting me. Ugh. Man. Yeah, so. Ooh, let me hit my first real bong hit. I smoked today. I hit the bowl like twice today. I haven't even really smoked. And also, I don't mind being high. I'd rather eat edibles at this phase of my endeavors. Getting high kind of, it also, that's really another part of it that turns me off, is the getting high part. I don't like to circle jerk weed with a bunch of fucking people I don't know. You know, I don't even like smoking in environments where other people are smoking, because you got the one with the cigarettes and the weed and then the blunts and then the papers and then the vapors, and I just, ugh, you know, ugh, just gets kind of trying. And yeah, I'd rather have like some apple juice. Sip my apple juice. Yeah. And then just feel good and it not be everybody's business. I don't even like, I don't like smelling like weed. I don't like, you know, I think the thing about it is like weed is also fetishized now, and it's another thing you can't just fucking enjoy. You just can't enjoy it. They put it in a microscope and blew that shit up, and that's the world we live in now, you know. Exhausting. 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 What do we do? What do we do? Everybody can't be farmers. I mean, everybody can be farmers, but like, everybody won't be. What do we do? I don't, you know, it's like there's the people who refuse to even look at AI art. And then there's the people who like make stuff. I don't even know how to use the phrase for using. They generated an image, and they like pay for that. And there's people out here painting paintings for like months. You know, there needs to be balance. There needs to be balance, because wanting to paint and feeling like you gotta have 70,000 people staring at you do the thing you like to do so that they can recognize that you've done it and that they enjoy it and that they like what you did and that you did good. I just think it's weird. I don't like the performativeness. It feels like we're in a zoo. Yeah, no, you know, and it's not just like how you dress anymore. I miss when that mattered more. I miss when people cared more about how you dressed. And then my phone is like trying to die. I'm gonna see if my computer, I restarted it, so I'm gonna see if I can go back to my live on my laptop. I think that's why there's so many people on this, because I switched to my phone and the laptop is a different format. They're probably like, ew, I don't want to look at this. But, man. Because also, everybody being farmers doesn't help the fact that, like, they've genetically modified our seeds. You can't even use real seeds anymore. You gotta use, like, the seeds they give you. Like, what's the fucking point? If we can't do any, like, what? Dude, I want to go backwards. Like, is there somebody's old pantry I can raid for, like, seeds and, like, just regular shit? Like, apple cider vinegar isn't even apple cider fucking vinegar anymore, because, you know, bastards doing what they want to do just can make things whatever the fuck they want. Now everybody's mad because they can't use their apple cider vinegar. It's just like, what the fuck is reality? What the fuck is reality? What is it? People haven't even questioned, a company buys the people who make our food, and they just get to change how the food we eat is. They just get to do what they want to do with it. Like, somebody created the FDA so that these bitches can say how much they poison us, and we're just, like, going with it. Like, why? And now what are we gonna do? We're gonna overthrow the FDA? Like, be fucking for real. We let that shit way out of hand. What the fuck? Also, can we talk about how much the FDA is fucking up our lives? Not just our pantries, but our actual, like, fucking everything up. Every fucking thing. They got too much control of what the fuck we do. That shit is ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if the FDA got to say how much pesticides they sprayed on weed, and they sprayed all the pesticides they could up until the fucking limit, because that's how that works. They don't say, well, it could be as much as this, and they put the least amount of it that they can. No, they're like, well, you're allowing us to put that much. Might as well comply. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Mm-mm. No. Soon we're gonna have to buy printers to print our food, like in Black Mirror. And we won't even be able to buy the good ink. We'll have to use the big ink. Like, oh god. I wanna put a stamp on something so bad. Like, I wish life was. I wanna be in the prairie. He said, oh no. Seriously. Like, imagine. They stop selling food at the fucking grocery store. Everything is either prepackaged or cooked already. What the fuck are we gonna do? How many farmers do you goddamn know? You know a butcher? You know a butcher? You're gonna get your bacon? Like, as many people refuse to stop eating bacon. I just saw something else today that was talking about how, like, what is it? It's somewhere else. They don't allow them to have anything in the pig's feed for like 3 months before they're slaughtered. But I mean, they just, like, they don't give two shits about what those fucking pigs eat here. Just cut them up and deal them out. No, seriously. Because I'm like, who the fuck do we buy the seeds from? You know, the end of the world, everybody's like, I'm gonna go to the store and buy seeds, and that's, yeah. Imagine they make seeds that they sell in the store that don't regrow, and you can't propagate them. Like, that sounds very real. That sounds like something that they would do to control food in this country. Like, yes. We can't say unalive. We can't grow seeds that are seeds that grow food more than once. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Where does clean water come from, folks? Like, tell me, if they stop giving us the clean water, do we now drink the dirty water? Like, the answers to these questions are like, oh my god. Yeah, restrictions to a... No, seriously. It's so weird. The day that I found out you couldn't collect rainwater, I'm like, this is not a world I want to live in. The the fuck are you doing here? I can't have my own rain? What? Flood my house? Like, what? You might as well, I don't drink water. No, seriously. Where do you live? Do you live in America? In the US of A. I almost continued that with different sounds after, and it was gonna be bad. I did yesterday during the store. You did yesterday during the store? What store? What? I'm a little lost. Hold on. Oh, North Carolina for now. Oh my god. Are you okay? No funny, but like, didn't they just have the, yeah. I'm like, I just saw something about the whole, what is it, like, I don't know, the highway, like, fucking is waterlogged now. Man. And then, like, what do we do with all the storms? It's just, I feel like I'm so interested in doing what I can as the one blade of grass that I am, and everybody else is like, there's too many problems for me as one blade of grass, so I'm just gonna fold. I'm just gonna bend. Oopsie. And then it's like, okay, well, when there starts to be fires and tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes everywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're just gonna bend? You're just gonna break your back? Hope you stand up again? Like, I can't deal with these odds. Like, the odds are so against us. Everybody's like, okay, I'll take my chances. Like, what? Yeah, it was bad. Floods everywhere. Oh, that's sucky. Well, good to see that you go with the way of life. No, seriously, yeah. I know. I couldn't imagine how frustrating it must be to be a wild animal right now, or not right now, but like over the course of like deforest, you know the fucking word I'm trying to say, deforest, blah blah blah, and just like all these fires and just all this weird shit. Like, I could not imagine how chaotic the world must seem for them. And then we're still like, I'm gonna shoot you. It's bizarre. How bizarre. Everybody's like, oh my god, these are all genetically modified foods. And they're like, okay, I'll just buy the organic ones. Like, what are we doing? Why are we, what? We are clearly not okay. Even just how, like, people refuse to keep their unsolicited opinion to themselves. It's like, also the thing about the smoking is everybody, as a woman, everybody always has things to say. More often when you've asked for them to say nothing. And they always have something to say, and the people always have something to say, and they want to tell you the negative part. Like, yeah, no. I miss like being able to preserve my energy, because doing things the way that they have for us to do them is just like not there. It's not really there. It's not there if I work a regular job. I wouldn't have to think so hard about what I'm doing, and I miss that. I would rather work for a small something that's actually real, instead of, a big bulldozer. Like, I used to work for Rite Aid. Yeah, no, I needed like a thing to do. Also, I don't like that so many of the jobs are like not even activities. What? Why would I want to do something that's doing nothing? AKA being a cashier. Like, can we talk about that? Why is that job so terrible? It's fine. It's not hard, but it's hard. And you don't have to do anything, but like, they make you do something. But it's not even like an activity. It's just, can you stand here and be on rest mode, but be on? Like, what? You want me to just stand here and be pending all day? I don't like that. That's a lot of I can't deal. Can't deal. I don't like the lack of reliability in the parts of real life that are inescapable. You know, people make the internet seem so fortified in our existence, and then things outside of it so trivial, and that gives me such a big, icky, nasty, icky feeling. Yeah, and people who work jobs are all miserable and they hate themselves and they hate their lives and they're just there. I don't miss that. I don't miss that. My very first job, I got a good dose of people working and hating what they do. Even though I loved my first job, it was so much fun. I would have done it for forever, honestly, if I could have. But like, and it was always at the easiest part of the job, like putting the hangers onto the rack, the hanger thing. It's like, we just put the hangers away. I don't know if it's that bad to say that I hate being here, but like, we're just putting the hangers away. You know, I would much rather do a job like for me, work is like, have you ever seen hoarders? Like what they're doing, that's work. I want to do that. I want to do that. It sounds crazy, but I want to do that. You know, I think certain things that we make work out of, they're just, I feel like they're not gonna say they're killing us. They're definitely taking away a part of life that we could live elsewhere. You know, like people who are obsessed with raking their grass and cutting the grass, and oh, it just drives me crazy. I try not to think about how much time and energy and fuel and power and resources are being wasted on like making grass this much shorter. Honestly, it's oh, good God. See, oh, what, like the hoarders thing, or people obsessively cutting their grass? Because I don't know what that. You're talking about the hoarders thing. Oh, okay. Well, okay, so like the thing about the grass, it's like, I feel like that's a busy work type of thing. Like a lawn is a modernized thing, you know, like a neighborhood. That's kind of like factory default, you know? That's like the factory default on your car. They put the house here, they put the lawn. This is the package. Do you like? And everybody was like, oh, okay. But do you really think people would have signed up for that if they could have had any type of like actual grass system that doesn't need to be this much shorter every two fitting my life? Yay. Like, what? You could have put the house down. You didn't need to cut it up and make the little patch of. Yeah. I don't know. And then when grass dies and people are watering their grass, I'm just like, this is fucking crazy. Like, grass does fuck all for our ecosystem. Like, soil, sure. Dirt, sure. Modern grass, no. And we call so many things weeds, but like, why is it that these things are naturally determined to come up out of the ground and we're preserving who knows grass? Like what? Grass from where? Like what? If you ever looked up native grass, like the fact that there's different grass, think about shit like that. This is not native grass, the grass that naturally grows out of the ground. Like, what the fuck are we doing? This isn't the same as somebody putting on a wig and getting a haircut. Like, this is not that. That makes sense. This is torture. Couldn't think of anything else. Yeah, no. And it's like, okay, well we cut grass. Like that's one of the jobs they made. It's like, okay, now we get to cut grass. I don't know. Like that person talking about why do all, what did he say? Why do all black people want to be what did artists get a real job? Like, What does that mean? What does that mean? Doing things is work already. A job is just agreeing to exchange that work for something else. What do you think a job is? Like, people get paid to pick up dog shit and scrape gum off of things. What do you think a job is? Do you think you would have as many things as we have in this lifetime without people being artists and thinking creatively and having an idea of something that doesn't exist already and being able to not only visualize it in their fucking mind, they'll be able to put their visualization onto something physical for another person to look at, perceive, and create in a physical fucking form that is like you can see it and touch it, and it's manifested into an entire thing. Like, how do you think we would have got all those steps? How do you think we would have got all those steps? There's so many different types of grass. It's actually kind of stupid. There's different types of grass. This type of, like, native grass, and then it's like, native grass has longer root systems, and it like feeds water down into deeper parts of the soil, and it just does better things for the earth. And it's just, I don't know. It's like they dug that up to put on grass so that we have to, so that now we all cut grass. I don't know. It's just, who are you talking to? I'm talking to my chat and myself. And I guess you, if you're listening to me talk. I'm talking to myself and whoever hears me. Yeah, no. Grass. We're talking about grass also, if you need to be caught up. Grass. Not this kind of grass. But also we were talking about this kind of grass too. Son of a bitch. Yeah, no. I need to sell things and do things, and honestly, I just came to the conclusion that I'm not going to be creating things to sell anymore and doing that to myself, because also, especially in this day and age, it just feels like torture. It just feels like torture. Unless I can remove myself from the monotony of the grind of life, then doing things that I enjoy while being grinded in this life, like grinded into life, it makes me hate them. It makes me hate what I do. You know, to be all like, I gotta post on my Instagram story, I gotta post on my blah 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 blah, I gotta update my followers on my, it makes me hate what I'm doing. That's not why I do the shit. Like, that's not been why anybody has ever done anything. Like, we did not have followers. It wasn't doing things for the sake of other people watching us. Like, that's fucking weird. And another thing I don't really like is the lack of ability to collaborate on Instagram and social media spaces, because everything is so individualized and everybody is so far removed from like communicating and being involved that they don't even, it takes a lot of energy for one person and another person to even come together at one time. That used to be all we had, but now that is the most difficult fucking thing. Like, how sad to live in a reality where people used to live and die with a community around them, and now so many people grow up, live life, and die feeling isolated and alone in an overpopulated world full of people with and nothing more than time to waste on TikTok. Like, yikes. Yikes. We're not observing the human behavior that we're experiencing like this, but we really should be. That scares me, you know? That scares me. I don't like that. people don't even know how to differentiate, like, this person is my friend, or this person is my acquaintance, or we are coworkers, or we work in the same field, or, you know, that's a friend of friend. It's like, it's just a free-for-all. It's just you, and then there's me, and then it's whatever we're doing. Like, all the doing. Oh, God. I don't know. It's enough for me to not be interested anymore. I'm like, instead of doing what everybody else is doing and trying to find community on Instagram and be and single out all these individuals in this big thing, I'd rather just like be outside, see people, interact with them, see new people. Like, you know, I'd rather come to a place where other people come to. We share this space, we leave, we come back. You know, I'd rather have more of that. Not this, I watched your story, you watched my story. I liked your post, you liked my post. You commented, I commented. You know, you shared my post, I shared your post. I'm like, what the fuck does that do for anybody? We're not involved with much of anything, engaging with much of anything. It's really, really tiring. I was gonna say, like, if you can do this with a person, but yes. And that's one of the reasons why I like you, the thing. I wish there was a way for me to do this, but also like have a couple friends jump on. I don't know if that's a thing or not, actually. And we like still, that's one thing I wish we did do on the internet, was like use it the way we would in place of real life scenarios. Like, personally, I would never put VR on my head, but I've been watching a lot of videos lately of people talking in VR chat, and it makes me kind of want to put VR on my head, even though I'm not going to. But I am like lusting for a space that I can interact with people and meet people. If you know, you know, kind of like IMView. I don't know what there was another game type website thing like that, but just space for people to kind of just like human around, and it not have to always, like, you know, you gotta like go somewhere now. You can't just like be somewhere. I want to just be somewhere and interact with people so casually. That's not how we live anymore. And now online, it's like there's spaces for it. It's a lot of, you gotta go through a lot though. You gotta go through a lot. And and that's why I'm like, I would really love to have a podcast, because I want to have real life conversations with people in person. I also, like my friend was saying, there needs to be more real people on the internet. We need more real people on the internet. People having a conversation about shit that's happening in real life that reflects real life. I think that's also another weird thing. Somebody pointed out how art is not reflecting the times. And I don't think I'm the world's best painter or anything, but they were right. And I really want to like make a painting about how weird the parallel is between even just being online. There's like totally different worlds all on one app. It's not just everybody's in their own world. It's like you can tell who's in this type of bubble. Man, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange. And also, it's just like, I've been trying to find people to buy things that I make, because it's just a lot of things need to happen today. And it's like, I don't like trying to proposition people's time or like existence to please pay attention to me so I can survive. And everybody always like being in this dire place, which makes it feel even more like it's an individual bubble that we're all in. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know, it makes me like sad, but in a longing kind of way, when I hear stories of people having a community that came together for them, or like, people raising money for somebody that they don't really know that well, or like doing something kind for another person. I miss when people did things that were kind for other people without needing so many reasons first, or like needing to be convinced. And it's just like I miss when people were like available to be available for like real life, and didn't isolate other people having emotions and separate it from them having emotions, and like try to create two different worlds. I feel like I can't exist and be myself and have other types of feelings in the social space, because everybody's like disengaged. And unless you're like about to like die or something, that's kind of drastic. But like, people are always like at their wits end before they get help from people, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. You would buy what? My things. I didn't even show all the stuff that I have. I have wrapped crystals. I have body butter. It's just, I have so, and then it's like, I love making what I make. It's so much of the trying to sell it and trying to find people who want to buy it that removes so much of the joy for me, because like the buying of it doesn't bring additional joy, because we live in a world where like bills need to be paid, and like, there's shit going on that we all kind of just are like in the thick of it. Like paying for water and car insurance, and having to drive cars and park them and buy them, and none of the money that we blah 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 does any blah blah blah. It's like we bought a car, but we still have to pay for repairs, and we also have to pay for parking it, and also have to pay for stopping it sometimes, and moving it sometimes, and like, I just think there's so many weird little loopholes that we are like, I'm gonna say they tricked us, because the generation that raised me was that's the way it is, this is how it is, that's life. And yeah, so I feel like I'm chained to this reality where that's life. But I really want to stop driving, stop using my phone. I want to just make art and do art and go outside and eat food and make food without having to like do all this weird, oh, I have to look for the ingredients, oh, I have to check and see who makes this shit, oh, I gotta make sure it's fresh, I gotta check and make sure it's this and this and this in the grocery store, just to not even really be able to eat fucking properly. I wouldn't mind buying your product, and you keep them abroad in person. What do you say? Wait, I think it'll be better instead of the internet. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, like meet up in person to... Wait, what do you mean? Keep them abroad if we can meet up in person. I think I understand what you're saying. But also, that would be awesome. Another part of that too is I really hate only being able to tell all the people that I know, like, hey, I made this thing, and then, like, I know they're not gonna buy it, but wanting them to still like acknowledge it and share it and tell people that they know. I hate feeling like an ad. I feel so invasive, like it's so solicity, and it feels nasty, and I'd rather just, I like to do what I'm doing and make what I make, and people just are curious or interested already, and I don't have to like get it out of them, or because and I graduated from massage therapy school, so a lot of the things that I make really started with started from the source of like wanting to help, want to heal my environment and things around me, And it's just been really interesting to see people not be interested in that for real. Or like to see it be a thing that has to be interesting, even like continuously. I don't know. I feel like me as a person in one place, I shouldn't have to battle with a larger environment than I'm even exposed to for exposure, which is being online and having a business with all the same people who have a business and are online and do the thing, and you always have to see them, but you know. And I gotta get back soon. Oh wait, I have to stay, but I have to. See ya. I didn't even show the body butter that I have for sale, but I think I tagged my website in the description. There was 30 people in here. I probably should have said that when there was 30 fucking people in behind me going crazy. But I actually think I'm gonna get off of here. I feel better though. I was definitely depressed as fuck when I started this, because trying to make it work for so long. Sheesh. But it's okay for me to acknowledge that it's not working for me. Oh, hi.